get ready for a Taurus Full Beaver Moon happening during a Taurus year on November 5th, 2025 at 1:20 p.m. in the afternoon. This is tropical astrology, and we're using universal time coordinated. It's happening in Lunar Mansion Number 4, which is a Dewy Mansion of the Moon. Now, the various mixtures of magical destiny from Lunar Mansion Aldebaran are set in motion when the Stargate Aldebaran is activated during this cosmological fusion, creating a simpatico blend of two fixed Earth zodiacal elements of a Taurus moon during a Taurus year. So both Taurus. Now, within the course of this agreeable astrophysical event, an amiable occasion arrives for Taurus or any other of the 12 zodiac signs seeking to take advantage of a way to gain popularity or income using the twin pillars of Jachin and Boaz in a general, albeit theatrical manner. Now, is this going to be an opportunity for you? You bet it is. To use both the positive and the negative poles of the metaphorical battery to acquire the upper hand in the marketplace of life. Controversy is likely going to be the key. So controversy is the chief element of popularity and also of influence for all you influencers out there. This is also, and thus to increasing your numbers for money or clout. While some people might feel that disagreements are very unpleasant, these types of heated exchanges are used in various venues to draw attention, utilizing nature's tactic of joining opposites to create new life. Because nature always does that. If you combine two opposites, you get magic. While a concern or a political issue is being bantered about by arguing pundits, the topic in question is being created, strengthened, and advertised. Even people insulting each other can be used in the same way to make both of them more famous. Whether the two people are secretly working together and it's all just an act, or if the situation actually is a genuine conflict of opinions, the result is the same. Fame and fortune are attained by such means. The star Aldebaran is the stargate we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Beneficial to find safety in reinforcing your structures. Beware competitors seeking revenge, separation, hatred, and malice. Dreadful, or, they're going to try to make it awful for married people, okay? They're going to attack relationships in general. Now, reptiles will run away, so that's something else that can happen during this mansion. Beware the image of a soldier riding a horse, brandishing a snake in his right hand, for this picture or icon causes the one projecting such magic to obtain revenge or cause others to seek vengeance, to break up marriages or relationships, to generate enmity, to create spitefulness. So this is the image that is used. Again, the best thing to do is to stay out of trouble. So just, again, stay out of trouble. Just work on strengthening your constructs or edifices. Don't get into all the gossip, all the problems, all the, going back and forth with people. Just reinforce, construct your edifices, your buildings, your construction projects, those kind of things, even mental constructs, those kind of things, or creative constructs, okay, like a web page or something. Now, again, the best thing to do is just pay attention to your own build with your hands. Say little, do much. From the head of Taurus and the constellation of Taurus the Bull with Lunar Angel Azariel and Lord Asarez. So these are the angel and the Lord that you can supplicate for this. Now, we're going to move on to the coordinates. What are the coordinates for Lunar Mansion Number 4? Luna will be in Taurus, 8 degrees, 34 minutes, 17 seconds, to Taurus, 21 degrees, 25 minutes, 40 seconds, according to Abraham. The star to wish upon inside the fourth mansion of the moon, Aldebaran, is named Aldebaran, that dwells as the follower of the Pleiades. As the angel of Alphatari, okay, or Aldebaran, it's the same star, who is named Azariel, to destroy all things venomous towards you. or those you love. Now, sorceresses and sorcerers create representations to annihilate specific municipalities and towns, obliterate structures, to decimate water sources, and fortune hunters that search for buried riches, tether and or eradicate dangerous or noxious creatures, and cause conflict betwixt married couples, those that have close relationships, be they married or be they in some kind of other arrangement where they're committed. To persuade Azariel to grant you the powers of rancor and animosity to use as you will, a rendering of a combatant mounted upon his charger, carrying a viper in his right hand, is recommended by Warnock. So just think about this now. That's the Prince of Cups card. Okay, that is the Prince of Cups card. So understand that. Okay, Agrippa describes the fourth lunar mansion as being named Aldebaran, little different, with that M, or Aldelamen, meaning eye or head of Taurus, recommending supplication toward Azariel, that same angel, to unleash poison, bitterness, estrangement, and reprisals, lex talionis, upon enemies of the supplicant, using and similar to Warnock icon of a warrior riding a steed, wielding a snake in his right hand. So in this way, Warnock and Agrippa have a similar description and a similar purpose, okay, in their description. For magical purposes, intended to cause such division, retribution, malice, and antagonism, ancient magicians fashioned the emblem of the equestrian charging upon his mount, brandishing the serpent in his right hand, into an insignia formed of wax possessing a red color. Okay? Now, Year of the Horse is coming up in 2026. Understand that. All right? Additionally, to increase the potency of the magical talisman even further, the red and wax symbol was scented with the aromas of red myrrh as well as storax. Now, when we talk about the Stargate Aldebaran in this lunar mansion of Aldebaran, what comes to mind, of course, is Star Wars and Princess Leia. Okay, that comes to your mind because this lunar mansion was used in the scene where her home planet of Aldebaran was blown up by the Death Star, destroyed by the Death Star. Okay, and the steed was the robot that they were going to use during her interrogation. Okay, and the snake that was being wielded in the right hand was the injection they were going to use during her interrogation process. That was the Prince of Cups card. The snake is the injection, the medicine they were going to use to get her to talk, okay, during the interrogation. And the robot was the steed carrying the robot, and then the prince carrying the snake or the injectable is that portion. It's the prince carrying the snake. It's in a mechanical form, but it's the same thing. So you have robots instead of horses, and you got, the arm of the robot instead of the prince, and you've got the injectable, the syringe and the medication in it instead of the snake with the poison. Now, the reason this is not far-fetched is because if you read Zecharia Sitchin's work, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of another. He wrote about the 12th planet. Okay, the 12th planet. If you read those books by Zecharia Sitchin and the cuneiform tablets that he decoded, then you will understand that he explains in his books that the snake in the Garden of Eden is a syringe, and Adam being put to sleep is anesthesia. Yeah, and they remove his rib, and from the DNA create Eve. And the person that did that was probably, I think, Inanna, the goddess, and that someone like Beverly Crusher on Star Trek, something like that. So to understand, just read these. That's why these things are not far-fetched, and they're here to tell us the real truth about what has happened, and that really, if you have science that's advanced enough, it seems like magic or miracles. Okay. And I was starting to think about some of the other books I read a very long time ago, like The Late Great Planet Earth. And I read a bunch of end time books by Christian authors like Hal Lindsey and those things a long, long time ago when I was in high school. And those are starting to come up again very strongly. End time prophecies are starting to come up again in my experience. So that's on my mind. So pay attention. Now, according to Kabbalistic lore, Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. And the Taurus birthstone is emerald, one of my favorites. I love rubies and emeralds. Okay, the star magic opportunities from Star Angel Azariel, which provide powerful forces to you to acquire your objectives when this Taurus moon's Aldebaran Stargate of Aldebaran is activated by Luna, according to Ashmole, are the following. Start construction ventures, for they will last a long while. Cast or plant kernels and seeds. Procure detainees and captives. Attire yourself in freshly purchased apparel. Engage not in matrimony. Neither go aboard any seafaring vessel, nor voyage upon the water, by reason that the ocean will become extremely turbulent. In the case that you become detained, you will be confined for many years. Purchase docile or trained creatures. Acquire not any fresh contacts, friends, nor associates. Proceed to have an audience amidst any noble with whom you are engaged in commerce. Procure retainers, attendants, employees, and animals. Avoid marriage ceremonies, for you will find trouble. Erect or tunnel out trenches. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.